I wanted to try using gouache or gouache.
Gouache.
Why do I keep doing that? Anyways, what will I be gouaching today? Here it is. So I want to try painting this picture. It's really simple. It's really just a sunset. Why do I carry a picture of a sunset in my wallet? Why not? It's just really cheesy, but it makes me happy. Here are our materials. We've got our reference picture here, watercolor paper, paint palette. We've got 2 brushes that I found, and our gouache. So this is my setup. How is it standing? I don't know. So I tried speaking while painting before and, well, nothing coherent was really coming out, so I just gave up on that. Sounds familiar. Anyways, I honestly... What the hell was that? I honestly had no idea what I was doing. I didn't watch any tutorials before doing this, which I probably should have. But I basically treated gouache a lot like watercolor, which basically involves some layering and starting from your lightest colors to your darkest colors. And I don't think, or I don't really know if that was the right technique for gouache. So in the beginning I was even questioning if I even got the right paints, because it was pretty much a watercolor texture and not the opaque texture that gouache is known for. And so I was already ready to give up and start a new canvas, but I was like, you know what, let's just keep trying this. I pushed on, and I'm glad that I did. It was only until later that I realized I was definitely using too much water and I started to understand what the consistency was supposed to be like. Basically, it's thicker and more full than watercolor, but not as thick as acrylic. So gouache is an interesting medium to work with, albeit I haven't experimented around with it that much, but I found it fun for this painting. I've tried other mediums like acrylic and watercolor. So acrylic I've only actually done once and I just did not like it. But it's also probably because I've only done it once that I haven't gotten to the point where it's enjoyable. But maybe I'll try it again and see if my tastes have changed. I've dabbled in watercolors and I find it quite fun, which is interesting because I'm quite an impatient person and I just hate waiting for the paint to dry. Now I know you can use a hairdryer to speed up the drying process. Back then I never thought of this and I would actually wait for the paint to dry, but I still enjoyed it. Sometimes I've wondered if, favoring a specific medium could reflect the type of person you are. Just food for thought. I feel like watercolor I like more just because I have more control over where my paint goes and it's not permanent. So if I made a mistake, I could just, get a tissue, dab it away. Whereas with acrylic, once you put it on, it's very hard to hide it or take it back. But yeah, I don't know if that really reflects anything. Anyways, back to gouache. I was quite scared to be bold with my colors. I just tend to use what's familiar, and it was not until much later that I used a darker contrasting color like the purple, which actually really brought it to life and added depth. So the piece actually turned out a lot better than I had imagined. I was really happy with the final result actually. So I'll just shut up now and let you enjoy the process.